Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's contest between the Westfield Bulldogs and your Fairfax Rebels. The Westfield Bulldogs coming with a record of 2-5, and your Fairfax Rebels coming with a record of 2-3. We are now announcing the starting lineups. I did not catch all of Westfield, so we'll just hit up the Rebels. Huh? There's the cue from Sammy. Shout out to him. Number 3, Sam McNaughton. Number 21, Allie Johnson. Number 22, Melanie George. And number 23, Paige Kilt. And last but not least, number 31, Dominica Napper. Alright, just before the tip-off, wishing the best to the Rebel swim and dive team who is competing against Woodson tonight at Oakmar, and to the boys program over at Westfield tonight. Johnson and Gabby Reed both go up for the tip. Game is about to get underway. And Reed wins the tip for Westfield. Number 24 with ball for Westfield. Number 14, Sarah Maskey. Number 2, Victoria Deer Cole. With the ball now at the top for the Bulldogs. Swings it down to number 24, Brooke Reed. Brooke Reed finishes inside. Westfield leads 2-0 with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the first. Sam McDonald with the ball for the Rebels. Passes off to Melanie George. Paige Kiltz now with the ball. To George. George pulls up for the jumper and misses, but Napper with a good effort tries to save the ball, but it will be Westfield ball. Maskey with the ball now for the Bulldogs. Guarded by McNaughton. Passes down to Reed. Reed with the funny layup, misses. McNaughton will take the ball down for the Rebels. Passes out to George. George with a jumper, no good. With the rebound, Paige Kiltz. The putback is good. With 6:40 left to go in the first, the Rebels tied up 2-2. Good press by the Rebels. Good press. They get a turnover. Sam McDonald with the ball. Pass to Allie Johnson. Johnson decides to set it back up. McDonald drives in and finishes with the left. She gets the N1. She'll be going to the line to shoot one. The Rebels lead 4-2 with 6:18 left to go in the first. And McNaughton hits her one and only shot. The Rebels lead 5-2. McNaughton with a steal on the inbound. Passes to Kiltz. Kiltz somehow didn't get called for the foul. Askey with the ball now. Pass to Reed. Reed at the top of the key, guarded by Johnson. Drives in and is fouled on the shot. The foul was on Johnson. That will be her first, team's first. Reed hits the first of two. Coming in for the Bulldogs, Sharia Savarum. And Reed hits brace. McNaughton takes the ball for the Rebels. Pulls up for short jumper, misses. Rebounded by Gavin Reed. Reed's pass is intercepted by Melanie George. George passes to Allie Johnson. Back up to McNaughton. McNaughton hands the ball off to George. George with a fancy move. Pulls up for a jumper and misses. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. Reed with the ball now for the Bulldogs at the top. Passes to number 24, Brooke Reed. And number 2, Dear Cole with the shot, no good. Rebounded by Melody George. George passes out to Allie Johnson. Johnson drives in and misses. Rebounded by Reed. Dear Cole takes the ball up for the Bulldogs. Passes to Reed. Good defense so far by the Rebels. Reed drives in, shoots and misses. Rebounded by Dominican Napper. McNaughton takes the ball out for the Rebels. She has a clear lane, drives in and, tried to finish with the left, no good. Timeout by the Bulldogs. With 4 minutes and 28 seconds left in the first, Fairfax leads 5-4. The ladies' next game is on September 20th at 7:30. They will be away versus the McLean Highlanders. Just noting on swimming, they were just off a fresh win versus Mount Vernon last Friday, and the boys team for basketball looking to come back after a close loss to South Lakes tonight at Westfield. The score after bringing the timeout is 5-4 Fairfax with 4 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in the first. Dear Cole with the pass to Reed, which is tipped off by a Rebel. It'll be Bulldog ball. George covering the inbounds. Passes to Dear Cole, number 3. Paredes. Reed with the ball up top. Out to number 4 for 3. Savarum hits the 3. The Bulldogs are up 7-5 with 4 minutes to go in the first. McNaughton takes the ball up for the Rebels. Drives in. Loses the ball. It'll be Bulldog ball. Bulldogs bench is getting into the game. Reed inbounds to Paredes. Paredes passing out to Reed. Reed thinks about driving in, stops, passes to Dear Cole. Good defense by the Rebels. Savarum passes down to Dear Cole. Reed posting up against Johnson. Out to Paredes. Now Reed drives in, tries to finish with the left. Also rebounded by the other Reed, and it's good for the putback. The Bulldogs are up 9-5 with 3 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the first. McNaughton with the ball at the top for the Rebels. Passes to George. George kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson for 3, and she hits it! The Rebels are trailing by 1, 8-9 with 2:55 left to go in the first. Paige Kiltz with a shot. No good. Paredes takes the ball for the Bulldogs. Just a quick fact about Allie Johnson. She is committed to play basketball at Randolph-Macon next year, so congrats to her. Shot by Savarum is no good. Rebounded by Napper. Passes up to George. George drives and finishes. Score is 10-9 in favor of Fairfax with 2 minutes and 19 seconds left in the first. Bulldogs have broken the Rebels' press. Shot is up by Brooke Reed, but is no good. Goes out of bounds and will be roll ball. Subs coming in for the Rebels. Number 12, Meredith Moore, and number 35, Abby Guggenberger. With 2 minutes left to go in the first, the Rebels are up 10-9. McNaughton putting on some good moves on the defender. Pulls up for the jumper, no good. Almost rebounded by Guggenberger, but it's tipped out. It'll be Bulldog ball. Reed to inbound. Paredes takes the ball up for the Bulldogs. Guarded by Moore. Passes down to Savarum. Inside to Reed. Reed kicks out to Paredes. Paredes for three. No good. Rebounded by Reed. Kicks out to Savarum. Back to the other Reed. Savarum swings it to the Reed. Gabby Reed. George on Paredes. Paredes for three. No good. And it looks like we have a over-the-back call on Gabby Reed. That will be her first, team second. McNaughton passes the ball to George. George, step back. Jumper, no good. Reed with the rebound. Oh, and the foul is called. The foul will be on Moore. That is her first, team second. Paredes with the ball now for the Bulldogs. Passes up to Reed. Shot is rebounded by Paredes. Puts it up, no good. McNaughton takes it out for the Rebels. Going on a fast break. She's going to take it all the way, and she's not finished with the left hand. Destiny Baker for the Bulldogs takes it up. Scores on the fast break. Score is 11-10 in favor of Westfield with 25 seconds to go in the first. McNaughton up top with the ball for the Rebels. Passes off to George. George blocked. Pass out to McNaughton for three. She does not hit it. Rebounded by Paredes with 3 seconds left. Paredes puts up a half-court shot. And it was online, but no good. 10 the first. The Rebels are down 10-11. For the boys basketball program has a game tomorrow versus Washington Loudon Public Charter 4, and the wrestling program has a meet in versus Dinwiddie County Senior at 9 a.m. And our varsity track meet is going to be held at Prince George's Sports and Learning Complex. Good luck to all our Rebels competing tomorrow. Guess another fun fact will go here with Coach Deegan for the Rebels basketball team. Came out of retirement to coach the Rebels after in 2012 retiring with 656 wins, the most of any Virginia high school coach in history at that time. Very impressive resume for Coach Deegan. And if you did not know, Miss Melnick, our athletic director, was also coached by Coach Deegan back in her high school days. Rebels start off with the ball. George takes it up top. Seems like the Rebels are running the same play over and over again. It's working for the most part. Allie Johnson drives in, passes out to George. George puts on some good moves, passes to Johnson. Johnson puts up the floater, and Gabby Reed is fouled by Guggenberger. That'll be her first, team's third. Paredes to take up the ball for the Bulldogs. Guarded by Moore. Passes tipped, and George makes a big pass to Johnson. Johnson finishes with the right hand, and the Rebels are up 12-11 with 7 minutes left to go in the second. Good press by the Rebels so far. Oh, and Westfield breaks it. Oh! They thought they had it broken, but number 20, Judy Lobe, is called for the walk. Johnson to inbound to McNaughton. McNaughton hands the ball off to Kiltz. Back to McNaughton for three. No good. Good hustle for the rebound by Kiltz, but it will be Bulldog ball. Again, Paredes to take it up for the Bulldogs. Swings it to Savarna. Down to Paredes. Paredes out to Reed. And she is called for the walk. It'll be a Rebel ball. Coming in for the Rebels, Napper. Coming out, Guckenberger. McNaughton pass down to Kiltz. Kiltz puts up the shot, and it is good. The Rebels lead 14-11 with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second. And the Bulldogs are having trouble breaking this press. It'll be Rebel ball out of bounds on Gabby Reed. Johnson inbound for the Rebels. Passes to McNaughton. McNaughton looks for Moore. Moore with the shot, and she hits it. The Rebels are up 16-11 with 6 minutes left in the second. And we have a timeout by the Westfield coach. Tonight we would like to thank our sponsors, Freddy's, 7-Eleven, and Gitters Sons and Plumbing. Without our sponsors, we would not be able to do the things that we do here at Fairfax, so we are greatly appreciative of them. Yeah, no, I had Coming out of the timeout with 6 minutes left, the Rebels are up 16-11 in the second. Ball is inbounded to Judy Lobe. Diurko takes the ball up, passes to Paredes. Good pass down low. Paredes finishes in the paint. The Bulldogs are trailing by 3. 16-13 with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left in the second. McNaughton takes the ball up for the Rebels. Kiltz with a good head fake, drives in, finishes with the left. The Rebels are up 18-13 with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second. Diurko with the ball for the Bulldogs. Passes down to Serrano. Serrano with the miss. Paredes with the putback, and it's no good. Reed with the rebound. Her shot is no good. Rebounded by Moore, taken up by McNaughton. McNaughton, big pass to George. McNaughton with the fancy moves, drives in, and the basket will count. She will go to the line to shoot one. The Rebels are up 20-13 with 5 minutes left in the second. Coming out for the Bulldogs, Elobe. Coming in, Gabby Reed. McNaughton hits 1 out of 1. And the Rebels are up 21-13. Good press by the Rebels. The Rebels press has been very successful tonight. George looks confused. Reed passes down to Dierk. Oh! Ooh. And Napper fouls Dierkel pretty hard. Takes her to the ground. Dierkel will go to the line to shoot 2. Hope she's okay. Stretching her back. She looks alright. Dierkel missed the first of 2. That foul will be Napper's first, team's 4th of the half. Coming in for the Rebels, Johnson. Coming out, George. Dierkel will take her second shot here. Hits 1 of 2, and the Bulldogs are trailing 14-21. McNaughton takes the ball for the Rebels. And I assume we'll see the dump-off play here. Nope. McNaughton and George are 2 very good handlers with the ball. McNaughton pulls up for the short jumper, and the Rebels are up 23-14 with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second. The Rebels have lost 3 games, but they've all been pretty close so far. I think their largest point deficit was by 15. Shot by Reed is good. Score is 23-17 with 4 minutes left in the second. McNaughton takes her time, passes to Moore. Moore takes it back up to the top. Passes out to Kiltz. And McNaughton resets the ball for the Rebels. McNaughton gives the ball off to Kiltz. Kiltz for 3. Oh, and she hits it. Score is 26-17 for the Rebels with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second. Looks like we have a foul call. One of the Rebels, either Johnson or Kiltz. It will be on Johnson. That'll be her second, team's 5th of the half. Rebels really have been doing a nice job on the press tonight. Westfield has not had much success against it. Gabby Reed with the ball now, drives in, and Dominica Napper takes the charge for the Rebels. She is just a powerhouse down low. It would be a Rebel ball with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the second. Pelzitsky for the boys and Napper for the girls. I'm telling you, folks, Fairfax takes charges like nobody's business. McNaughton drives in, shoots on an awkward angle, which is no good. Paredes takes the ball up for the Bulldogs. Swings it to Dierkel. George tries to jump the pass, misses. Dierkel loses the ball. Kiltz up to George. It's a 1-on-3 for George. She decides to reset it. Long pass from George. McNaughton controls it and will hold the ball up top for the Rebels. Good pass to Kiltz. Oh, Kiltz tries to pass the ball to Johnson from the baseline, but it is not successful. Reed with the ball now to Dierkel. Reed with the ball back to Dierkel. To Reed. George tries to jump the pass again and misses. Paredes for 3. No good. Rebounded, and it will be a jump ball. Possession will stay with the Bulldogs. And coming in for the Rebels, Number 13, Brianna Rojas. Coming out, Allie Johnson. Dierkel. Oh my goodness. Dierkel somehow finds a way to get that pass in to Reed. Puts Westfield is just putting shots up and missing. Finally, Kiltz gets the rebound, and McNaughton pulls up for a jumper, no good. Almost rebounded by Rojas, and it will be tipped off by a Bulldog. Rebel ball. Kiltz inbounds the ball for the Rebels. Passes out to Rojas. Rojas swings it down to McNaughton. Napper is posting up on the inside. Ball is swung out to George. George drives in and is fouled. She'll be going to the line to shoot 2, I believe. Your goal is called for the foul. That'll be her second, team's 5th. George makes the first of 2. I'm surprised I see no Aaron Leonard tonight in the stands. Kind of a big disappointment. Shout out to my boo. George misses a second and is rebounded by Paredes. With the minute and we'll say 2 minutes left in the second, the Rebels are up 27-17. Reed drives in on Rojas. Rojas gets a tip on the shot, and Westfield is called out of bounds. It'll be Rebel ball. McNaughton takes the ball up with a minute and 40 left to go in the second. Trying to slow things down a little. McNaughton had an open Kiltz on the cut, but decided not to pass. George takes the ball up top, and she is called for the carry. Good call by the ref. It'll be Bulldog ball. Reed with a good move, kicks it out to Masaki. Masaki with the shot, sorry for the delay. Masaki with a shot, no good. Rebound by the Rebels. McNaughton goes up for the layup and is fouled. That will be Brooke Reed's second, team 6th. McNaughton takes the ball up for the Rebels with 56 seconds left to go in the second. George guarded by 2 people. That means one man must be open. And Rojas goes up for the shot, and it is tipped out of bounds by Dierkel. It'll be Rebel ball. Coach Deegan's calling some play. I can't really hear him from down here. But Rojas inbounds to Napper. Napper loses the ball, but the Rebels gain the ball back. George is called for the walk. Walk, travel, same thing. Sorry if you guys didn't know what I meant. Masaki with the ball. Oh, looks like she could be a football player. If you did not know, there is a women's league for arena football. Now back to basketball. The Rebels take the ball up with 25 seconds left to go in the second. So far, it has been a good first half for the Rebels. Missed a few shots, but they are still in the lead. George with a swing pass to Kiltz. Kiltz up to McNaughton. McNaughton works on her, woman. Oh. Masaki with the ball. Oh, and the Bulldogs run out of time in the second. And that will conclude the first half of tonight's game.